and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get it now as this one's in the air. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the catch and run, it's a first down. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Watch safety green.
Now it's Jackson. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check 37. Check 37. Whip, 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 whip.
Jackson will throw again. It's caught by Mark Ingram. That one good for 24 yards. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore in the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. And Jackson throwing once more, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So a good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. Continue that. How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jordan Phillips forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Switch. Check 31, check 31.
Here's Jackson to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Check 13. Check 3. Check 3.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Patrick Peterson. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start the drive with Drake. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ready. Kill.
1st down, Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Check, ready. 6 yards. Check, 55 to Mike. You don't see me in your front.
On second down, it's Drake.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Throwing his it's complete to Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. You got nothing left. You got nothing. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Mike, 55. Check 55. Mike. Echo. Let's go.
Throwing on second down. Murray. Buying time to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right? And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Say. Kill.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football, So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
SOS. Under 10, 10.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
They'll run with Drake. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Jim.
Jackson now to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that's caught. inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Ravens get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's it, baby. We got work.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
I'm scared. Check 99. Check 99. Put it to him. Check. Over. Put it to him. Check. Over.
They stay on the ground with Drake. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go. Mama, look. Mike 51. All you get is hit. All you get is hit. Let's go. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Come. Bend. Come slow. Bend it.
On 3rd down, Murray. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got him the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit.
And he's into the clear. The 40, 30. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play that time for the Ravens. 68 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check. Fresno.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Drake. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray flush to his right. Got his man. It's Williams. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This one caught by Isabella. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
Watch out.
And to give this time to the tailback. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Give me some.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, how about this, the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's get it. Down. Ancient data. Man, that's trash. 56. Check 56.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Well, that's a familiar connection right there. Christian Kirk was in the same class as Kyler Murray at Texas A&M. They played together as freshmen before Murray transferred. Kirk, though, he stayed in College Station, had a great 3-year career before being drafted 47th overall in 2018. Was having a solid rookie campaign. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They'll run on first down. Dobbins, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
We got 4. Check safety, check safety. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Right back to Drake. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now a handoff. for Dre. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. One last shot for Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it, because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it, maybe the week of the game.